it was not part of the second when those talks were done. So in 94, we had a very good thing, a vote. And we voted who comes into power through majority rule. After that, what? Where are the spoils?
When they took over power, they never even consulted with the kings. They should have created what we call a constitutional monarch because of the demographics of South Africa, because of understandings, the situation, the landscape of South Africa. They should have handed over power to the very same people who were entrusted by God to say these are the people who are in charge of the land. There's nothing wrong with Christianity. There's the Christianity that me and you we know, the one from Ethiopia.
Yes.
When Jesus went to school, we schooled him, and Jesus was not white. They took all the concepts, they put them together so that it favors them. We are a colony of England, a cultural colony of America. We are being controlled by a remote control.
And almost become an economic colony of China.
Absolutely. Not true. Now, if you look at the system of governance today of South Africa, it is controlled from England. It is controlled by the British, because everything that we are doing, we are saying we're engaged in the revolution. A revolution is something that has to do with change, but there's nothing changed. But what we have done, we are still paying allegiance to the same people who colonized us.
Africa needs to think collectively so that we stop thinking with borders and then we segregate ourselves from each other. If a history belongs to one of us, it belongs to all of us.
For us to be kept on our mission and in our role is that the church must also come clean by saying wrong happened under our watch and we didn't rescue and remedy the situation. God is giving us a second chance to say, as a church, we know we are the beneficiaries of the colonial era. We are also responsible for the wrongs that happened, whether due to lack of revelation, but the fact is there is prima facie evidence that something wrong happened. Based on that, can we return back to God? So it's not a call just only to the church. Kings must come back to God. Church must come back to God. And governors must come back to God. Why I'm saying that in the South African context, we have a government that is not responding to the call of the people of South Africa. They need to hear God. Who is going to tell them? Are the prophets. We have kings who have migrated from God, substituted God for other foreign altars. Who is going to return them back to God? Are the prophets who hear from God. The same way, in the church, they must allow the Spirit of God to permeate their space so that whenever evil creeps in the church, they must not suppress that voice that corrects them to say that is ungodly, and they must not punish those people. That is, so all of us are not immune on this call. The people, the church, the king, the governor, we must all return back.